Hello everyone. In today's session we'll explore how to securely access Azure Storage resources and understand which authentication method fits which scenario when building real-world cloud applications, especially with .NET Core, microservices, and Azure backend workloads. When we create an Azure Storage account, it becomes a central hub that can contain blob containers, file shares, queues, and tables. But storing data is only half the job. The other half is controlling who can access it, for how long, and with what permissions. Azure gives us 4 primary authentication mechanisms to handle this safely. Access keys. Full administrative power. Every storage account automatically generates 2 long-lived keys, a primary key and a secondary key. These keys provide complete control over the entire storage account, including deleting containers, downloading files, and reading queues or tables. Because of their high privilege, these keys should never be stored directly in code or client applications. The secure pattern is to store them in Azure Key Vault and rotate them regularly using key rotation policies. Access keys are generally used for administrative tools, DevOps automation, or internal scripts where human or system admins need full access. However, they are not recommended for production apps, especially public APIs, because if leaked, they expose everything. Azure Active Directory (RBAC), identity-based enterprise security for corporate environments, development teams, and internal services. Azure AD with RBAC, role-based access control, is the most secure and modern choice. Instead of sharing keys, access is granted based on user or service identities registered in Azure AD. Azure provides built-in roles such as Storage Blob Data Reader read-only access to Blob's Storage Blob Data Contributor upload, update, and delete blobs, but not manage account settings. RBAC ensures fine-grained access control, audit logging, centralized identity, and zero shared secrets, making it ideal for teams. It integrates seamlessly with .NET using default Azure credential. SAS tokens. Temporary, scoped, time-bound access. A shared access signature, SAS, is a limited-time token that grants controlled access to a specific container or even a single file. We can configure expiry time, X, 5 minutes or 30 minutes, allowed permissions, read, write, delete, list, scope, 1 blob, 1 folder, or full container. SAS tokens are perfect for client-side file upload/download, external sharing, mobile apps, or secure download links, where access must be temporary and restricted. Even if intercepted, the token expires quickly and cannot grant full account control. Managed identity. Zero secrets in code for backend services running inside Azure like App Service, Azure Functions, virtual machines, or Kubernetes. ACS. The best option is managed identity. It automatically creates a secure identity for your service and lets it authenticate to other Azure services without manually handling credentials. This means no keys in code, automatic lifecycle management, secure server-to-server communication, ideal for production microservices and queue workers. Managed identity uses Azure AD internally, so you combine it with RBAC roles for access. Which method to use when? Scenario recommended method admin or DevOps automation. Access keys stored in Key Vault team/corporate user access Azure AD plus RBAC client file upload/download SAS tokens backend services without credentials. Managed identity plus RBAC. Best practices recap. Heavy checkmark. Never expose access keys in code. Heavy checkmark. Rotate keys and monitor access logs. Heavy checkmark. Use managed identity plus Azure AD for internal services. Heavy checkmark. Use SAS tokens for temporary external access. Heavy checkmark. Apply VNet, firewall, and private endpoints for network. Isolation. .NET Core code examples. Access Blob Storage using managed identity. var blob service client. Your new blob service client. New URI, storage URI. New default Azure credential. var container. Your blob service client. Get blob container client. Media. await container.create if not exists async, await container.upload blob async, sample.txt, binary data.fromString, sample.txt, binary data.fromString, hello Azure. Generate a SAS token for a single blob, var SAS URI, done your blob client.generate SAS URI, blob SAS permissions read, blob SAS permissions, write, date time offset.utc now.add minutes, 15, console.writeLine, SAS URI. Slides outline, you can paste into PPTX or Canva/Google Slides, 1. Title slide, Azure Storage Access, your authentication R. Access keys, primary/secondary, key vault, not for production 3. Azure AD, RBAC. Identity-based, reader versus contributor roles 4. SAS tokens, time-bound, permission scope, client sharing woo. Managed identity, no secrets, secure backend access layer. Decision table, which method to use when 7. Best practices checklist 8. Netcode snippets Jill. Architecture benefits, security, scalability, audit, cost control.